handling children, right? But there are also parents who are in two categories. Parents, but also teachers, then ordinary parents. Today, we are going to have a list, let's say, exhibitions of what they do. We are going to start with Kalaki district. We have maximum 10 minutes per group, interest of time, and then we shall have reviews after each, or it may be as the team will decide. Kalaki, kindly show up, and we want to see from you. Like I had requested earlier, we expect that every person has a bottle of water. We shall have another round of water being served later on. Are we clear? So as of now, all of us are cleared. So Kalaki, kindly take over. 10 minutes. Our timekeeper today, I want a timekeeper to come from Team Kenya. Team Kenya, where is the timekeeper? Oh, thank you. 10 minutes we stop. At least the best teacher is not seen in an hour. You can see them faster. So 10 minutes we shall be stopping. Let us clap for them. Other teams maybe would have feared to come.
Ikan otie keda apuon kedi dwe itwobe keda nyira otie apuon oyo
nan tin angamito ber idwe abecho gi yamango jati pacho alu nyati pacho yamano gi ati pacho evalen yami evalen yambe diel eyami ber
li apuon li
eyambe
jati pacho bedo papa
ba eyamo be ngai papa eyamo mami ber aya opoyenu bobo majikini eyamo be papa ti pacho ngai do katore yamo no geche eyamo be mama tie kuritu ni class dua becho yai malo kurini no Samuel chunga beda idua becho anga mito ngata tore yamo na papa ngapere benyi pacho nya papa ngapo eyambe papa ngape pale
apuon
ati
pare chelna dangal yango gamo lombe pale yama ber
wande de bo yeon be papa ngape pale ngapo ay idua becho igiamo lungo be e pale enine
kelara bera ba apuonyara betanena anen ber
inena no gini inena no bas en kimo lungo benyo olungo gini benyo edabda ino olungo be epale bas eyam olungo benyo
pale
na ko amito ngata yamone wakita mama ngapere kide ma ngapere benyo Yame wa beti. Bema mangape pet. Barali yame ber mam.
Ngala. Apunya ngala.
Aso yame wa. Edi mon yami. Bema mangape gwe bor ba kapin bala. Mera no luongo benyo.
Wan leong.
Olongo kini benyo. Ngangeo.
Apuan etetei no ba etetei. Olongo be etetei.
Aya, yamo ber. Opo yenu. Bobo. Majikini. Aya, idwa becho.
Yeah, apuan.
Gimo longo bi itetei en ine.
Kachal kere merani.
Gimo longo bi itetei.
Kachal kere me mama wa.
Echal. Inano gino longo bi itetei. Aya. Idwa becho.
Otie apuan.
Na esar yaunu ber mielo no jotien nino yaunu ber. Na oyar nu wer. Ingeno kitero wer kede. Papa mito tisoma. Mam. Samuel idi miela ene miela. Wekene bed. Aya. Di wana somo no. Papa mito tisoma. Papa mito tisoma. Soma menyo anga mito udorie katidi. Soma menyo anga mito udorie katidi. Idwa becho.
Otie.
Idwa becho.
Otie. Omari.
Na idwa becho.
Otie apuan.
Okijo wachna be. Papa kede mama ti pacho. Ngae na twere yamo na giame papa timo i pacho. Papa ti mere nyo i pacho.
Apuan.
Edi moni ami. Papa ti mere nyo. Be papa mere ti mere pur. What? No?
Apuan. Wan papa wati mere nyo ne gali ot kulo.
Be papa mere na mo gali ot kulo. Be mama papa mere duogi bedi.
Thank you so much. Clap for Kalaki. Yes. Let's clap for Kalaki. Thank you so much, Timo Kalaki.
Aselege.
Di pacho, idwe wa becho. Rubang alonyo wa yo di pacho wood kuno che kame.
Aya. Apoyo.
Okay, Timo Kalaka, asante sana. We request now to have Timo Kalungu. Kindly follow. We shall have 10 minutes maximum. Members, take note. Members who are in the audience, take note of different things you think we should focus on, because we have interest in these parents, teachers. Timo Kalungu, kindly show up. Kalungu. Martin, where is your team? They are looking for each other, but they are all here. Okay, maybe they are not yet ready. Timu Kaliro. Kaliro, where are you? Come. Hey, for you have no choice, because I belong to your community, so you cannot tell me you are not here. There is no apology. Bana mwangua kutuve wano. over. I want parent teacher to be the people. Currently, we request that it is parent teachers handling sessions. Parent teachers. Do you need those?
Mutiame male. Yemba anti yega wanaza amagama
oli mukuzana olumberida
wanaza amagama
oli mukuzana olumberida
wanaza sowani
oli mukuzana olumberida
wanaza pakuli
oli mukuzana olumberida nibaga
bana
olumberida
nigegolita we
wa
aha mwebale nga muli baana balungi mwekubire ku mungalo
lovely and nice
wow balungi mutyame tuli kujja kwega okunaaza ebintu tujja kwega okukola ki mukemba kaife katuva okwembanga twogeire ku ngeri ey'okunaaza ebintu kodi tukobye nti basooka naki kunaaza ki
ebintu
tujja kunaaza ebintu bwe tuba tunaaza ebintu nkobye nti osooka wanaaba mu ngalo osooka wanaaba mu ki
mu ngalo tikyo yali tusumbuwa
ndikwenda buli muntu ayega okunaaza ki ebintu muba abaana abalungi abenda okukola emirimu tibwe kiri ge munaaba nga mwezi okukola emirimu mujja kuba abantu ab'omulembe
tisha
nga buli muntu abenda mu kyalo
Tisha.
wangi
oshuka ali kuzaana
kyuka tuli kwega kunaaza bintu ate nikyuka bwona abakoyeza okunaaza ebintu buli muntu ali kujja kukwenda ku kyalo ewaife akwenda n'abandi bajja akwenda ido ndikuleetera switi
Teacher, n'omulema yena oyenda ageme ku bintu byaife
ajja kunaaza omulema yena muntu nga iwe wama Peter tuli kujja kwega okunaaza ebintu. Owulire oli mwana mulungi kali wangi
omulema tajja tugemesa bulema.
Mungalo. Madam Debigerebe.
tunaabanga lediri kujja okunaaza ebintu.
Tishandide.
Omaze okuva mu kitimba sabuuni
Yeah.
aya olwani gemerera ayi munange oli mwana mugezigezi ayi kodi buli muntu ali kubona. Aha.
Tishandide zena anazeko.
Buli muntu ajja kunaaza. Gomala okukuuta ekikopo bulungi bwakola ki?
Ayi ono n'aba asooka. Ono. Peter n'aba asooka.
Naza.
Aha. Katindiro kayife. Naaza amagama nigawaawo. Olwani nime wanaaza obujiiko obwo. N'obuwuuma. Me wanaaza amasowaani. Aha. Wangi. Ebikopo ebyo tibiba bikyafu ina ate tibiba mutu. Batutandika n'ebikopo. Ale. Gema omuzindaalo gulwa. So kutimbera mumaze okwega bebanaaza ebintu. Ndibagabamu mu gurupu. Ndibagabamu mu bikunsu muwulire. Tyama nize nakukobera ekikunsu ky'ojja okubaamu. Kikunsu kiri mu Peter. Musooke muwulire. Tyama nize
Maife tabamu.
bwange otyo bamwana obanga omwana bampisa.
Tisho maife Peter tabamu.
Peter mwana mulungi. Ate nini alina ebyokulya. Obulema tibugema. Ate yena mwana nga iwe bwoli. Soni egurupu eno eri kusooka okunaaza. Memale mwena abandi mukole ki?
Naaze. Matisha ebindi ebiri omwo.
Yeko okunaaza.
Yena aliko naaza. Yena agemeku.
Peter akatimba kaakano. Mumuleka anaaze. Nati tasobola kwemerera.
Madamu ebintu ayikubifuudamu amalusu. Ebintu ayibifuudamu amalusu nze tinwere mu kintu ekyo.
Peter tafuuda malusu. Gwe idogadambulenga. Abandi idogadambulenga. Aya gadambula bulungi. Iwe omaze okunaazaku. Buti iwe vaayo. Ndikwenda buli muntu anaazeeku. Leta eno. Leta. Yangu yaku.
Okay, thank you so much. Timo Kalio, let's clap for them.
Aha. Abato mu bed. Muli balungi mwe bale kwega kunaaza bintu tola. Tubewo. Beda mu bed. Mwe bale kwega kunaaza bintu bede ebintu ebyo. Mu bitwalere. Paulo gema kasimu bose watunakiza ebintu. Paulo. Peter tasobola. Mwangu yeku. tumaze okunaza kunaza tweza okunaza tweza okunaza ebintu kunaza tweza okunaza ebintu tweza okunaza z'ebintu tweza okunaza ebintu.
Thank you so much. That's why we are insisting that our emphasis on parents, teachers, because there is a lot we miss from them when we only focus on academic work. So you realize there is some content entirely that is out of the curriculum, formal, but it has more importance to the children. Okay. Timo Kaliro, come back. Can someone maybe help us? Oh. Now, let us have Buyikwe district, because it seems Kalungu is a little. Kalungu, they are saying they want to be the last. Buyikwe, appear, please. Keeper, you are doing great work. Keep it up. No. We want a parent teacher. Are we together?
Abayizi mutuule bulungi nammwe. Tuulaawo. Nange yo badde otya naawe. Tuulira wano bw'oti mwana wattu. Bannaye muli mutya? Bannange mwaloose eki leero? Bannange ate omulala mbuulira. Banne mukakkane bulungi banna. Kale gwe. Banne. Mwana wattu vaayo eno si bwe batu aweeno. Yanguwako mwana wattu, twagala kusoma mu bwangu, obudde bugenze. Kakati no kale mukkakkane. Naye naawe tuula bulungi, tosutama oti. Munaawe omuntu obuvunaanyizibwa atuula bw'ati. Mufukamire. Naawe leka kuzannya mwana wattu naawe. Fukamira bw'oti nga nange bwe nfukamidde. Kakati nno bannange, musirikeeko nammwe muwulire. Bannange nno mbabuulire. Nina olugero nno lwenjagala mbagereremu. Naye mutege bulungi ki? Olugero olwo nga lukwatagana ku nsiri n'okutu. Ani amanyi okutu? Kale kirungi. Ensiri yeeriwa? Ewuuma etya? Kakati nno bye tugenda okuyigako. Kati bannanga olwatuuka ensiri ng'ejja ng'etambula ng'enoonya okubeera n'omukwano n'ani? N'okutu. Kakati bwe byajja ng'egira ki? Ng'eyita wano ku kutu. Ewuuma etya? Kakati ono kutu. Bannaye mukkakkane temwagala kuyiga bannange. Saagala muzannyo nno mu kibiina. Mubeere abayizi abalungi. Kakati munnange banne naawe kakkana obudde bugenze temwagala kuddayo ka kakati anti katuyige musobole okuba nti naye nno mwana gwe munnange nno nja kakati nno ensiri ng'ejja ng'ewuumira ku kutu bweti kakati munnange ng'okutu nga kugamba nga ensiri egamba okutu ti munne njagala tubeere baki ba mukwano tutambulenga aba babiri kakati munnange ensiri nkole ntya ye bannaye nno kireete nja mumukuba tuula bulungi omuyizi omulungi abeera n'empisa bannange naawe sirikako kakati nno bannange nze mbabuulira kale musirike mbagamba nsiri ensiri eyo ng'ejjewo kutu bweti kati bwewuuma ng'eyagala ki babeere ba mukwano bombi batambulenga babiri kugamba nti gobeera mukwano gwani gwagenda okufa enkya banne nze abaana bansidde baana mmwe banne mukkakkane mubeere abaana abalungi abeggonjebwa bannange enja kukugulirayo gati sooka okkakkane bulungi kakati munnange ensiri nga bagigaana okufuuka ab'omukwano kati munnange bwe butuuka ng'ensiri ng'egenda kakati bwegenda ng'okutukuga nti oyo abeera mukwano gwani abadde agenda bannange muleme kakati njagala obbabuuza ebyo byonna bye njogedde byentandikiddeko ani ategeddemu ku byonna kati gw'otegedde ki bannaye mukkakkane nno mbamalireyo bulungi si bwe kiri ensiri ng'ekola ki ng'egenda bwe yagenda ng'ebeera eyo kakati ng'okutukugamba nga kulowooza nti ensiri olw'okuba ntono nga egenda kufa naye munnange bwe lwali olwo ng'ensiri ekoma eyo ng'edda ng'ekomawo ng'ewuumira ku kutu ng'egamba okutu nti olaba tolowooza nti obutono bulwadde nkyali mulamu ng'edda kakati okitegedde kati okitegedde otya mbuulira
olaba ensiri kitegeeza tulina simba bw'ensiri eme kumpumira mbu wuu
bannange nedda ensiri okulwaza erwaza naye bane lwaki mwogerayogera mu kibiina naye naawe tuula ng'otunudde eri leka kutuula ng'okubyeyo mugwa beera mpisa ate njagala mutuule nga mufukamidde bulungi abaana saagala muddaawo nga muzanyira mu kibi banne tuula bulungi kakati weebali munnange mwana mulenzi otudde bulungi ate gwoyogera ate kakati ogaa nti tayogera obadde ki bannange musooke mulinde mbabuulire kati muleke mbabuulire enjala ekuluma naye sooka okkakkane munnange tugenda naye kakati njagala mbagambe nti ensiri eno bwe yajja okutukulowooza nti ensiri yafa era embeera gye yagirabiramu ng'erowooza nti ndwadde egenda kufa songa namu obulamu bwayo bwebwo kati egenda okujja ng'ewuumira ku kutube ng'emugamba nti wali olowooza nti ngenda kufa naye olwaleero nkyali mulamu bannange awo we nalabira okolanga bwotyo kakati mbabuuza bannange mweyo ensiri n'okutu tuyizeemu ki ku mwenna ani ayize mbuulira kubanga obwedda gw'ozannya nnyo naye ate kandaba oba otegedde obwedda kye tuliko omuliro mpulira kale
ensiri bwe yagenda wakuti yalowooza nti negenda kufa yakomawo nga namu bwet.
Thank you so much. Timu Buyikwe.
bannange kaakati n'olwekyo yessaawa musituke tukole ki tudde awaka. Kaakati nno tuyimba oluyimba tuyimbe nga tugenda banna kati mukulembere nga naye bannaye musooka mulinde okugenda. Naye bannaye musooka mulinde kakati mmwe mugenda naye temutegedde kiki lwaki esoomozezza nnyo okutu. Amakulu gaako gategeeza nti bwe mubeeranga mu bantu oba omuntu mumuwanga ekitiibwa ate temumutyoboolanga kubanga okutu kwali kulowooza nti ensiri egenda kukola ki kufa olw'obutono bwayo ne kaakati ku ssaawa ya kaakati ensiri ekyali nnamu
zikyabaluma. Thank you so much. Okay, now we see these people off as we welcome Timu Kalungu. Maybe before they come, we have, after Kalungu, we shall be having the Norwegian team appearing, such that we have a discussion at large together. Kalungu, kindly appear.
Abayizi sanyusa obalaba bannange ekujja ku ssomero tugenda kuyiga okunywa kacyayi. Mumanyi okunywa cyayi? Kati nga tetunnanywa cyayi tusooka kukola ky'abayizi. Njagala mukono omwana ow'empisa ennungi babeera bamusomesa awanika mukono ne bamuwa olukusa olwogera omuyizi sooka genda mmanju ansa nnungi. Omuyizi omulala kunywa boogi. Omuyizi omulala tusooka kunaaba ne tusoma essaala. Omuyizi ono nayogedde ensonga nnungi tusooka kunaaba mwe tetunaba kufuna kyakulya naye ate we tuba tunywa cyayi tunaaba ngalo. Abayizi abalungi tumuwe obugalo, mumuwemu obugalo bambi. Ansa nnungi tusooka kumala kwambala ngoye ne tulyoka tunywa cyayi. Bannange abayizi abalungi tuyinza okunywa cyayi nga tetunabye mu maaso. Bebi tusenya n'amannyo. Bebi nno mukubire mu ngalo kintu kikulu. Tusenya amannyo nga tugenda okunywa cyayi. Tuna kunywa cyayi tusooka kusenya mannyo. Omuyizi omulala ansayo egamba ki? Nga temunaabyeko mu ngalo. Kaakati njagala okubayigiriza bwe tuba tugenda okunywa cyayi. Bwe tuzuukuka ku makya tusooka ne tunaaba amaaso. Ne tumala okunaaba amaaso tusenya amannyo. Bwe tumala okusenya amannyo tugenda ku mmeeza wabeera ebyokunywa, naye ng'ate ate tunakukola ebyo byonna nga twakazuukuka tusooka mulimu ki abayizi abalungi. Omuyizi wange bannaye mumukubireko mu ngalo. Nga twakazuukuka tetunakola kintu kyonna, tumaze okunaabako mu maaso tubuuza abazadde. Ekyo nno kirungi nnyo, tubuuza ku bazadde, era waliwadde watabuuza abazadde ng'azuukuse. Mwena mubadde mubuuza abazadde. Mwebale nnyo okuba nti mubuuza abazadde. Ani amanyi bwe babuuza omuzadde ng'ozuukuse ku makya? Abayizi. Omuyizi bebi. Teba taata omubuuza otya? Basuza otya nno maama? Weebale nnyo omuyizi. Gwe ng'ozzereeti bambi. Nti oli otya bebi? Oli muzadde. Tusanyusa okulaba. Banaye. Maama. Bannange abaana abalina obulemu. Abaana abalina obulemu tubasomesa era be bano. Bambi Nakimbugwe muleete. Nakimbugwe muleete era naye mwana nga baana banne. Tajja kusosolebwa. Nakimbugwe bambi mwana nga mwana munne. Ndowooza noono mwana munne omulaba. Tusooka kuko bikopo. Omwana w'empisa ennungi tagira bintu baba tebannakuwa kintu tokijjangako. Sooke mubizeewo tugenda kubateera mu caayi ate munywe. Naye bambi mwadde bamulese ebweru. Naye bambi naye mwana ng'abaana bannammwe. Mumunoneko bambi. Mumunoneko bambi. Naye mwana ng'abaana abalala bonna. Bambi naye mwana ng'abalala bonna bwe bali. Ate era tewali kyatasobola. Nakimbugwe asobola bulungi nnyo okukola emirimu gyonna. Nedda muzadde bambi. Ono mwana ng'abaana abalala ate era asaana okufiibwako ennyo. Era ajja bitegeera. Ajja kusoma bambi era ng'abaana abalala bwe basoma. Ate ajja kufuuka omuntu ow'omugaso. Nakimbugwe amma ojja kusoma, tofaayo, ojja kusoma. Bannange abayizi abalungi ti weebale nnyo bambi. Bannange Nakimbugwe ono kyenjagala okubayigiriza. Nakimbugwe ono mwana ng'abaana abalala bonna. Era Nakimbugwe ono timuteekwa kumusosola nga mulowooza nti oba talina kyasobola. Nakimbugwe mwana ate asobola okuba omuntu ow'omugaso ennyo singa muba mumuwadde omukwano. Era mbasaba tubeere nga tumwagala nnyo. Tuswana omuyimbiramu akayimba. Nakimbugwe ayagala nnyo okuyimba. Nakimbugwe bakuyimbiremu akayimba. Bambi muyimbiremu akayimba Nakimbugwe. Bambi mbasabye obutamusosola ate era mumumanye ng'abaana abalala bonna nti naye mwana bambi. Esebo muyimbiremu akayimba bebi. Tumbwe nengenda kusoma kusukulu waliyo ebisanyusa okubala n'okuwandiika kuwandiika tenyuma tenyuma ololo eyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege mpozi mumukubireko mu bugalo bambi omuyizi oyo. Kati ke kaseera ndowooza munywa akacaayi ate tusobole okuba nti tugenda mu maaso n'okusoma. Kuno okusoma baana bange kwa waka si kwa masomero nga gali amalala. Era nga tuze kubayigiriza empisa ennungi ze tuyiga nga tetunaba nga tukyali abaana abato. Abaana abato tulina okuba n'empisa ennungi. Ndowooza bebi sooka owe Nakimbugwe. Sooka Nakimbugwe tomalaamu caayi bambi. Olina okuba nga oseeyalingako ne banno. Nakimbugwe sooka muwe kacaayi. fooko n'obusuwaani ebyokulya bigenda kujja naye no jiiko egenda kutabula kyayi. Fooko buuma bambi kakati etabula kyayi naye ng'eba jiiko eyo bagiyita fooko jiiko bambi etabula kyayi sukaali. Nakimbugwe mumuwe kyayi. Nakimbugwe sooka omale okunywa akakyayi nga tonnaba kwebaka. Abayizi mwebale kuba abayizi abalungi, ate mwebale okuba abayizi ab'empisa, ate mwebale okubeera abalumirirwa bannaabwe. Amma muyizi mwebale nnyo okuba nga olumirirwa muyizi munno, ate mwebale kuba nti temusosola abayizi bannammwe, nabo baana ng'abaana abalala. Teweeyagaliza banno bonna bonna baweeko ku kyayi. Banno bonna bawe ku kyayi.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's clap for
Kale mu kaseera
team.
kano tugenda kudda waka, tuyimba akayimba akadde waka, ate n'olulala nja kukomawo nyongera okubayigiriza. Webale kuyiga ku pisa nnungi, webale kuyiga nti omuzuuka musooka kunywa kyayi, musooka kunaaba, so ne mubuuza abazadde, ate ne mulyoka mukola ebintu ebirala. Mwebale butasosola abayizi bannammwe abalina obulemu, mwebale nnyo, mwebale kuyimba akayimba akadde waka. Genda ogambe senga, genda ogambe senga, atayefudde, yafudde essaawa 7, yafudde essaawa 7, yafudde essaawa 7, emmanji w'ennyumba. Labye baminga mulabye, atayefudde. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala. Emuddayo awaka abazadde mubagambe tubatumidde nnyo.
Okay, thank you so much, Kalungu. Yes, our interest is making sure we minimize the time we stay here, because it is already 4 p.m. and we are supposed to close as early as possible today. We are supposed to stop at 5, yet we have last session coming through. However, in the next session we shall be having the Norwegian team starting. Then we have others, maximum 5 minutes for each of the next sessions. Now we request that we give feedback to members who are so much not used to what we have been doing. We are going to explain before discussions. Let us first of all thank the teams that organized something to present. Please. Yes. You know, it's not easy that you come up with something in the 10 minutes we gave and you present this. I request that as you are commenting, these are not professional teachers we are focusing on. Our interest is they are parents, teachers, because in this project we are requesting to know more that there is a lot to be taught in these centers beyond the Quran work. But however, mentorship, different things, that's why tomorrow we'll be hearing findings, speaking different words. Okay, now, Professor. Okay. We open up the discussion. Good things you saw, maybe, and areas to improve. Members? Maybe to remind you, in the morning, we had 3 principal investigators being talked about. No, we are discussing, then they come in such that we wrap up this. Have we agreed to that, the Norwegians? We agreed that we first wrap up this, then you're coming, right? To center, yes. Hey, when I say to center, it's like thank you so much. Hey, moja kakaza. Anyway, so we were referring to 3 people. The brain is behind this, and they are all here. We looked at Samson from Zimbabwe, University of Zimbabwe, and then Professor Godfrey Jew from Kyambogo University. But we have another person who later joined us. Kindly stand up for recognition. Professor Rosa Thieno. Yes. If I was that side, I would clap again. Unfortunately, I'm this side. Okay, you can sit. Do you want also to do the other thing? Hey! You stand up again and you give her. Hey, you go back to your home with a lot you didn't know. Okay, discussions, please. Yes, Professor. And kindly take in the comments with
thank you very
an
much.
open mind. Yes.
I think the three groups, is it 4 groups? 3 groups have done very well. Actually, what we had envisioned in the project, they have stood tall in 6 areas. One, this is a project that reduces as much as possible academic components, things that are never taught in school. And I like the way you embedded life skill education in it. Our children today finish even high school and university without even knowing how to wash utensils. I don't need to really know Uganda, but I could follow that it was full of life skill development. So clap for yourselves. The other thing I also liked about it, which we envisioned in the project, is about indigenous education. We emphasize as much as possible that anybody who is in our audience does not need to, you don't need to care about anybody in our audience, but we need to bring learning really to the level of the child, the familiar language of the child, so that the children become very comfortable, school becomes really a friendly environment, and the use of local environment, language of the catchment area, language of, if there was a Kalaki district language, that Kalungu, if it could go even inner, so that the children feel really familiar with the school and find school environment. Indigenous education, big up for the 3 groups. Thank you very much. The other one that I also realized, you may not know, if you work with children, you will realize that moral education was going on. People were being corrected as they do wrong things. You keep quiet, and the teacher was, you have to be a good girl, and at times they were clapping for them for having behaved well. I like that kind of moral attention in children, especially those who are controlling the groups, because learning cannot happen with children because they are having very destructive behavior. So moral education, value-based education, education for the future must be led by values. And this is one thing that is missing in Kenya, for example. I don't know Uganda. We are really crying. We are really crying for our children that we are having a generation that are full of knowledge but less and less of values. And therefore, your ideas of discipline and value is what we envision in the project. So that when children go to primary schools, they are already ready to learn, okay? Thank you very much. The other one is the naturalness. You saw people behaving naturally. By the way, one of the reasons why people don't like to work with children, they say it's very difficult. In fact, even 30 children in a class, what we envisioned in that, it's not the normal school setup whereby one teacher takes care of 70 learners in class. We said only 35 in the project, and therefore the parents should come and see how their children are as difficult as they are, so that they can feel what the teachers usually feel. You saw that one? That one was even cutting papers, throwing. Every time you really have to get attention. And that work cannot be done by one teacher, is it? Yes, you can't do it with one teacher. So parents have to appreciate that really teachers do a lot of work, and that they also need to prepare their children in terms of that moral component in school. The other one is the use of local materials, familiar objects. It was very apparent that they even scooped the cups that we were taking tea. You just scan your environment, and there's a lot you can use in teaching children. I love that. And the last one, which wowed me, is attention to special needs or disability. In every group, there was a huge attention to special needs. I know the Kenyan counterparts have learned a lot. I know they have learned a lot. At one time, there was a visually impaired. Did you see? People with physical disability came out in style. You saw them? Cerebral palsy came on board. And there was a lot of huge attention. And this is one thing that the project is bigging up on in terms of inclusion, because we believe inclusion does not start at school. Even when Professor Loshoro is talking about inclusivity, we want to say that from home, these children need to be embraced and tolerated. And therefore, from our home-based centers, we also need to tolerate them more so that the schools can open up doors for them. So my 6 components are coming out very well. And health education, washing plates, washing where we are. You saw them cleaning? Responsibility. There is a lot I could talk about, but what I realized, that was one that came out maybe negatively in most of the groups, is too much teacher talk, too much parent. Like the last one, you talked most of the time. If you are a star parent or the parent teacher, you talk less. Give children an opportunity to speak too. Even have 3 of your good children who can organize and ask good questions. Remember, we are saying if we are not there, they can be their peer educators. So too much parent or teacher talk should be minimized so that we elevate. Remember, we are also building in them communication skills, and they can only do that when there's a lot of freedom for them to talk more than the teacher. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. These are submissions. We said most of the things this project targets are far, far, far above the ones that the normal education system focuses on. Maybe the other 2 PIs, we shall be using the word PI to mean a principal investigator. Don't misquote my statement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ken.
Yes.
Yes. I think the present. I mean, the senders, they were all fantastic. Though we didn't understand the language, but we realized that there was communication, there was teaching, and there was also learning. And I agree with what Dr. Rose was saying. But I thought it was also important, if we have children with special needs, to try to give them attention and space. Because whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do, possibly they don't have such an opportunity wherever they're coming from. So it may be important, maybe, to give them an opportunity. If they want to sing, if they want to say something, or even if they're doing something that may not be okay with the classroom, but maybe it's also important to give them an opportunity to say whatever they want, and also to understand why they're doing whatever they're doing. To go with them further into what exactly is happening with them, why they're doing whatever they're doing, and what they want actually to achieve in the process. Because possibly there are one key reason why the work class is there. So it's very important actually to give them a platform as we are having the classes. But I do think that everything was okay. Even the teachers actually try to come down to the levels of the learners. Some even sit down or actually kneel, so that maybe even in terms they could be together. So I think that was fantastic. But maybe before I go back to you, I don't know if my colleagues from Zimbabwe have anything to say. They always have something to say, of course.
Thank you very much, Samson. And thank you, colleagues. Well done, well done, well done, Uganda. That was excellent. Yeah. You did thrilled me. I was very happy. You did very, very well. Yeah, just one small point. I think I reiterate what my colleagues have actually commented on. That there was excellent life skills education, indigenous education. I value-based communication and value-based learning. Sure, and play-based learning. You all embraced the principles that I thought we would actually look at. And I think you have preempted my presentation on conducting play-based learning from the Zimbabwean team. I think we will not say anything. We have done everything. Thank you so much. Perhaps with regards to getting to the level of the learners. Yeah, on that point, parents as teachers, yes, we need to be sure down to the level of the learners. Perhaps in terms of the physical space and physical level itself. Yes, I didn't quite see in all groups or across all groups where our parents were all going down to the level of the learner. Sometimes some parents forgot, but it was not deliberate. Maybe it's because of the environment that we were working on. We wanted to know who the teacher was and wanted to see who the teacher was and who the children were. But all the same, you did very well. And I think we are in the right direction. Thank you very much, Dr. Rose, for bringing out all the 6 components of the Inclusive Home-Based Learning Project. I think everything has been done. Thank you, Kenneth.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I think, yes. Something to say. You wanted to say something again?
Repeating.
But we didn't clap. Okay.
Yes,
but we didn't clap for you.
Hello?
Okay. A good one, a better one, and the best. Okay.
Thank you very much, presenters and fellow PIs who have done the comments to help us improve. Again, I want to thank all the persons who have come here for having the courage. It's not easy to stand here. You know? Okay, to me it might seem easy, but it's not easy for everybody. But at least you have been here standing, and that was very good. Of course, I like the participation that everybody was trying to do something. That shows really lively class. I see the teachers working very hard to control classes. I don't know whether that is what happens there also. If that is what happens, is it a good class? It could be a good class because children are starting to open up. That's why each child is trying to do something. But in the other schools where they have a stick, all children would be what? Still nobody does anything. But here, each child is trying to open up. Could be a good thing that we want to encourage children to open up. Because there was good motivation of learning, like they've said, and good support for children with special needs. But I think what is striking is that the ability now to identify different categories of special needs as displayed. Because previously, we would go to a center and they would say, we only have a lame person. So being lame was the only special needs that could be identified. But now I see others coming on board, meaning we are getting more information about the different categories of special needs, and therefore we shall pay attention to them. I think I've also liked areas where the parent or the teacher starts by demonstrating something. They try to demonstrate so that children get to know exactly what you want them to do. So that when you let them go, then they are able to follow properly. Otherwise, if you just left them, they will do different things and you take more time trying to maybe correct. But another lesson that I seem to be seeing, there's a parent who brought a child with special needs here. She had a very bad attitude. She just brought even and said, okay, there's the child. When you are tired of that child, you lock it there, and then you went off. Now, this represents very many parents still out there who are still locking the children. Whatever happened or whatever is happening, we just need to fight that. But also, I like the way the parent here and the class responded. Instead of following up on the negativity, they try to change it around and create friendship with this child. It is what we should do, because all of us are really equal. We all deserve the same kind of treatment. No one person is bigger or better than the other. And so that is the way really to go to prop up these children. because it's not their fault that they are like that. And I also seem to notice now that if these parents, teachers, are starting to work with these children with special needs, it also now means they are understanding the challenges the teachers go through. So next time a teacher says, let us do this, I think the parents are going to be more cooperative now and more willing to support, because they are getting to know exactly what happens. Previously, they tell you, have I not paid the fees? So what is your role? You handle the child. And they don't even come back to take back their children. They wait up to very late. It's you again to look for the children to take them back. I think that's a good thing that are coming up from some of these examples. But there are a few things that I have seen that we need to work on. Materials. The children disturb because you have few materials. Let us make more materials. Let us mobilize parents to make more local materials. When you want to teach something, let the materials be there. Each child will grab whatever he can grab and they'll be contented. Because if they are not contented, that's where they start tearing, because another is not there, they start tearing things and so on. This is some hyperactive child will start tearing things. He's just getting at the teacher, paying back, because he has not been catered for. So more materials are needed. And really, as we go to visit your centers, we are starting with Buikwe on Thursday. Want you to show us the materials you are making, you parents. If you have not been making materials, better tell us so that we don't go there. You don't want to carry somebody from Norway to find an empty class. Huh? The classes should not look like Protestant churches where they are not teaching aids on the wall. But we want to see materials. The other thing is, there must be a difference between the way a trained teacher handles the children and a parent. The teachers are very formal. They do formal things. The parents are not supposed to be very formal. So parents, don't copy the teachers. Parents, when you have come, don't go and start calling the register. Eh? Parents, when you come, don't start those formal things. Go straight to the skill. Let the children handle and do their things. Be very informal. Sit down with them. So don't stand up and start teaching them. Don't start teaching them the alphabet. It's not your part. Don't start teaching them counting. It's not your part. Yours is, we have agreed, the skills. So let us handle it in that way and give children an opportunity to again be that. Stop doing more work. You're going to get tired for nothing. Let the children do more work. If you do that, we are going to have our centers shine, and come May, June, July, we will testify the centers will be better. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Professor. Maybe DS has a hand as you move to him, because I want to shift to the next discussion.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, please.
In the interest of time, I'm in respect of all the positives and challenges mentioned before. There is only one which is remaining.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to mention, but it is in this class of the mosquito. I would advise that parents, if you are going to conduct a certain lesson, but through storytelling, you should use a story which is almost, maybe I can say over 80% a reality. Yesterday, today, or tomorrow. If we use this story of the mosquito, for example, where the children don't ask you the questions in the class, they will send the questions to the parent, who will fail to answer, and again send the same to the teacher. For example, the child may say, a mosquito does not talk, the ear does not talk, how are they going to interact in the friendship? It may be hard to answer to both sides.
Choice of story.
So the choice should be that one which can exist and also give a way forward. Otherwise, the one which brings extraordinary thinking may be hard for the children, and even the class may go out of your hand. That's why I think it was the most class which went out of the hand of the facilitator.
Okay.
I beg to end.
Thank you so much, dear. Yes. Let's clap for everyone. Now, maybe for members who are taking notes, I want to shift from the three PIs. In their submissions, they agreed that all presentations touched the core areas of the project. For example, life skill education, indigenous education, moral education, naturalness, use of local materials and familiar objects, attention to special needs education, health education, and responsibility. However, some areas are lacking. For example, more attention to the children. At least there is an area of few material that can cause distraction in class, but also the teachers should not entirely imitate. The parents shouldn't imitate the teachers by doing everything. And one member says there is a storytelling which needs a better choice. However, something came out that when you are teaching as a parent, avoid domination using a lot of narrative that is going back, take us back to teacher centered. Yet we are running away from that. Thank you so much for the session. At least I'm happy that we have succeeded going through from that. Now we are shifting to another session, which comes to be the last. We shall start with the Norwegian team. Are we there? And our focus, initially, the other session was focusing on the parents. We are shifting our minds to conducting play-based learning. We are going to start with the Oslo team. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are students from early childhood education from Norway, and we go to Oslo Metropolitan University. We are here for an exchange program for three months, and we are very happy to be learning from this project, and it's been very interesting so far this day. We are going to talk about play-based learning out of a kindergarten teacher's perspective from Norway, and we are looking forward to exchange information and perspectives with all of you this week. So far we have had practice placement in two different schools with children from around 3 to 6 years old,